Okay, bonjour. I have 15 minutes to talk you through this assessment from last week, and then 15 minutes we are going to set you the same or nearly the same assessment, and you can see if you can get full marks. Okay, that's how it's going to work. I'm going to talk you through this today, so get yourselves a pen and piece of paper. Just 15 minutes, and I'm going to talk you through these answers, and you will be able to resit this test. And excuse me, you'll be able to resit this test, and you will be able to get somewhere between 85 and 100%. Okay, so this is for all of you out there that will appreciate a bit of extra support, and then you will get the test. And do not forget to put your name on. You will notice on the new link that the question number 1 is, what is your name? Okay, you wouldn't believe how many of you forgot. So here we go. Which of these is not a means to help the environment? What I would do if I were you before you even start this is have the vocabulary for module 8 open in front of you. Okay, it is not cheating at the moment. That is a good way to support your learning. How do you get that? Any of your past lessons or going on to active learn, username, password, and pages. The vocab pages are, excuse me, 170 and 171. I should know that off by heart by now. That's there to help you. Those of you who are not logging on to Active Learn at the moment, it's a real issue. If you are now in year 10 and you cannot remember your username and password, we have a serious problem. Make sure you use it, you find it, click on the student book, which is free, and go to those pages 170 and 171, and it gives you everything you need. It is so much easier when you just follow the instructions, really easy. Okay, so which of these is not a means to help the environment? Recycler le verre, to recycle something. Can we remember what verre was? Well, funnily enough, glass used to be green. That's a good way of remembering it. Okay, recycling glass. Mettre un pullover, there's an English word, pullover, mettre, to put on. Putting on a jumper help the environment? Yes, because it means you're not putting on the central heating. Voyager en avion, travelling by an aeroplane. Is that good for the environment? No, it's not. Refusing sacks on plastic. Plastic sacks, plastic bags. Yes, less plastic you use the better. And economising. Oh, economising is another word of saving water. So there you go. Question number 1, you can see that is the right answer. Number 2, you did pretty well on this one. Which one of these can we consider important in our lives? We need to have the correct possessive pronoun. The possessive pronoun is the word my, and you know in French it's mon for masculine, ma for feminine, and me for plural. Mon famille is incorrect, it's ma famille, and as you can see on the responses, most of you got that correct. There you go. There's the responses to question number 1, and the responses to question number 2. Vast majority of you got that right, well done. That's plural, my animals, and my health is feminine, ma santé. Moving on, question number 3, reading the text, which is true. He was worried about poverty. You can see that word, pauvreté. Okay. He doesn't mention animals, but he does mention faim, hunger, F-A-I-M. So you can see the vast majority of you read that in detail and realised that it was poverty and hunger. Pauvreté and faim. Question number 4. The weather. Again, most of you got that right. Well done. Okay. I know some of you saw the word vent. Some of you saw the word south, but you didn't see them in the same sentence. Ouest, chaud. Il y aura un joli vent frais. A pretty fresh wind, a nice one. Okay. And snow in the east. Did we see snow? No, we didn't see neige. We saw nuage, which is clouds. But what we did see is this weekend the good weather will continue. So the weather has been good recently. Well done for those of you who spotted that. Excellent. Then we're going to read from Marion. Okay, selon moi, according to me, the problem the biggest is the destruction of tropical forests. Well done. Most of you got it right. Does she mention traffic? Not at all. Trees give us oxygen and we cut them down every day. It's catastrophic. Read carefully. Some of you are rushing without reading every word. Moving on. Number 6. Only one makes logical sense. How does that work? Pour, in order to. Économiser l'eau. We've seen it already in this test. For saving water, we should put a jumper on. Illogical. For saving the planet we should eat at McDonald's. For saving electricity, we should turn off, éteindre, electrical appliances. Correct? And in order to go to school, you can refuse plastic bags. Logical? No. Grammatically correct? Yes. Completely illogical. Number 7 is a structure called the passive. Those of you in particular who are looking for grades 6, 7, 8, 9 would need to use that perhaps, or at least recognise it. It's used with et or sont with the past participle. So est fini, est cultivé, sont transportés. Normally with an er verb, the past participle will have an e with an accent on the end. So cotton is cultivated in Texas. T-shirts are transported. Fibres are transformed. The work days are very long. That doesn't make, sorry, that's not a passive. So it's not that they are being made very long, it's that they are very long. It's an active sentence, and the minimum salary is guaranteed. I can see why you might have gone for that one, but it's the passive as well, because someone else is guaranteeing the minimum salary. It's a passive, it's being guaranteed. Okay, you will come back and see that again when you come back into school, but you're getting there with that. You're raising your awareness of that. Okay, this question number 8 we've scrapped for next time. It was about evaluating the paragraphs. This was a good one because of the range of tenses, but it was a bit repetitive. We had another one that had the range of tenses but had some more complex phrases in, and finally one that had quite a lot of short sentences. So but that was hard for you to evaluate, so we're scrapping that question. You'll be pleased to know. The translations, I'm going to skip now to minutoi and work on those. The translations are, well, I've split them into separate questions this time. It's going to be easier. But let's have a quick look at how we might do those. Let's see if this works. You should now be able to see this screen. You'd have your textbook open, and why not look those back up and keep practice. Equally, about the work that you've done. We have done this, we have seen this. So I go to school by bike was one of the questions. I go. The verb to go is aller. You must conjugate it. Je. It doesn't look like aller, it's je vais. Sometimes trips you all up that one. I go. I go to school. You know, school is collège. Work on to. I go to school, je vais au collège by bike. Well, we know bike is vélo. What comes in front of it? That's important. It's à vélo. Je vais au collège, vélo. Careful with your, we call prepositions, those little words. Next question, number 2. My dad uses public transport. My dad uses public transport. My dad, break it down. Mon père, don't forget your accents, uses transport, public transport. It should be here if you've looked back through it. I know how to say it anyway. I was just wondering if I could point it out on here. Mon père. Something, les transports en commun. Okay, and he uses, the verb to use is utiliser, but we don't use the infinitive, we conjugate it. It's he uses. I use, I, you, he, we, you, they. Mon père utilise les transports en commun. Okay, how am I doing for time? I haven't got a clue. Right, 4 minutes left. Let's go back to that screen. Next question. You can buy green products. I'm going to go to a concert and yesterday I separated the rubbish. You can buy green products. That's to check that you can use on peut, one can, buy, plus infinitive, the infinitive of to buy. The next one, I'm going to go to a concert. I go, je vais. I'm going to go, je vais plus infinitive, je vais aller, future tense, à un concert. And number 5, yesterday, I separated. This is testing your perfect tense. I separated. 3 parts of the past tense. The verb is to separate. I, je, et séparé. I have separated 3 parts. Chicken and meatballs. Those of you in my class, chicken. Right? J'ai séparé. I have separated. Yesterday I separated the rubbish. Les déchets. Look it up. Not doing it all for you. And finally, question number 10. Again, mixed responses to this. Some of them are absolutely amazing. Some of you remembered to put your name on, some of you didn't. What I would suggest with this one, again, is you would think, right, what are the 4 bullet points? Where am I going to use my past, present and future? What's important in your life? Ce qui est important. Often use sentence starters. What aspects? Je m'inquiète, I worry about. That's going to be useful. Je m'inquiète. What you do to protect the environment. Pour aider, in order to help the environment. I'm using the textbook to help me. It's not cheating, it's revising. And what do you think about big events? One that you've been to, so there's no chance for past and so l'année dernière, last year and next year. L'année prochaine. L'année prochaine. Okay, so let's just go to my piece of paper. I've looked at the 4 bullet points and I need to write 90 words. I've already written about 15. What's important for me is my family, using the textbook, and I'll do a few ands, and not the best quality work, but I'm doing the work and it's accurate. I am worried about, oh look, the text use that phrase, it uses je me préoccupe. Ce qui me préoccupe, the thing that worries me is famine, poverty, some terrible things going on in the world at the moment. Pauvreté. What can we do? Help. We